I'm writing a paper on euthanasia for a nursing class. To start my research, I'm going to use a Discover search engine. Okay. To start off, I'm going to type in the keyword euthanasia. I'm going to narrow my searches to scholarly and peer-reviewed only. That way I have a source that is reliable for my paper. I'm also going to choose academic journals as my filter. Usually academic journals have a list of resources or works cited so that I'll know where a lot of the information has come from. I'm looking through the different titles of the articles to figure out one that strikes my interest. I'm choosing should assisted dying be lawful so that I can review it and get a general idea of euthanasia and what it's about. I see that they have a definition for euthanasia, and I may use that in my paper later. So I'm going to add this article to my folder on Discover. Okay. Now I'm going back to my results and I'm going to look for another article that may explain what euthanasia is. I'm going to adjust the publication of print for a more modern results. Let's see, I'll set it for the past 20 years. Okay, I see an article titled Euthanasia and Assisted Suicide, and it says a physician's and ethicist's perspective. So I'm going to click on this and see what it has to say. I see that this article is taking more of a view on the ethical aspects of euthanasia. Because my paper is for nursing class, I'm looking for more of the clinical views on it. So I'm going to read a little bit further into this article and see if it changes. Okay, after reading further, I still see that its main focus is on ethical issues regarding euthanasia, so I'm not going to use this source. I'm going back to my results list to find something that focuses more on clinical values. I'm going to include the word clinical in my keyword search. I'm going through the sources and reading like the subject area to figure out which ones focus on clinical values over ethics. I see that this article is titled Euthanasia and Assisted Suicide in Dutch Hospitals, the Role of Nurses. It seems interesting because my paper is for a nursing class. I'm going to skim over the article and see if it has information that I think I could use for my paper. Already I see that the article is from a journal of clinical nursing. Also I see that it was published in 2008, so it's very recent. I see that this article focuses on the role of nurses in euthanasia, so I'm probably going to use this for my paper. I'm going to read over the introduction. by going over the introduction, I see that it still focuses on the nurse's roles rather than ethical issues involved with euthanasia. So I'm going to add this one to my folder as well. Okay, I'm going back to my first article that I found. I'm going to be looking at how it actually defines euthanasia. I'm not really focused on the lawful parts of it at the moment.